everyone in this room to contribute and involve yourself in your community. You've got a good police department, you've got the people that spend a lot of time in this room. Even though you have a relatively safe community, you're starting to be nuisance by some of the quality of life issues. Those 75 police officers that I talked about, you won't believe this. If you call the police during the summer, we are at the smallest number of police officers in the history of the city of Philadelphia. You know who that raised me at over 8,000. There were over 20 sector cars in the 5th district. When you called 911 and you called about a group of kids acting up in front of your home, within a few minutes the police would be there. Remember the days when the police would come back through the streets and flash the searchlight on the car to look around? We had to put cameras to do what policemen should do in the Northeast to get red light runners. So we're going to try to reestablish the ability for the police to come. Now, when a lieutenant comes to work, let's say some July night, the lieutenant calls police radio and he said, in the 5th district, how many calls do we have pending? I'm not talking about bank holdups. I'm talking about the stuff that annoys you. That lieutenant can say to the supervisor inside the radio room, erase them. That means you call the police, they never come. How often do you call the police? Not much, not often in your life. And I think you're owed the response of the police. It was so bad until I got involved that if you called the police at 8 o'clock at night, thank God I understand these issues. At 8 o'clock at night, you called about a disorderly crowd in front of your home. 3 o'clock in the morning, your doorbell would ring or there'd be a knock. And the police would finally just be getting to that call and say, did you call the police? Well, that's unacceptable. And now we're trying to make sure that when you call, especially here in the northwest section of the city, the 5th, 14th, the entire city of Philadelphia, that we get a response and a good response. So the budget process is so very important in the city of Philadelphia that I don't miss a minute of it. I'm there to hear how we're spending your money. Now I know I only have 1 minute left, but I want to take that last minute if anybody would have to present. Okay, one question. Anybody have a question for me? But I've enjoyed this job for the last decade. I know the meeting of government, and I just would appreciate, even though the Republicans, my colleague David O, we don't have a primary challenge. I was invited here tonight. I need your support in November, and I need your support in you that are registered Republicans in the May election. But again, I've enjoyed representing you, and I will continue to do that because I particularly I enjoy it. It's good for me.